You ever wonder how much of a story you can find on just a single web page? Well, it turns out you can find a whole lot. Today, we're going to take one official song page and just completely deconstruct it. And in the process, we're going to uncover the surprisingly deep history of a classic Bob Dylan song. So, let's dive in. Does that sound familiar? I mean, that line could have been written yesterday, couldn't it? But nope, it's from 1971. This is the hook that pulls us right into a song that feels both like a time capsule and something totally, completely current. It's really our starting point for figuring out why this thing has so much power. Okay, so first up, let's explore the emotional heart of the song. Just looking at the words on the page, what kind of world is this singer actually living in? What does it feel like? Right from the very first line, you can just feel the sense of alienation. The singer is totally out of sync with the rest of the world. He's stuck in this quiet, kind of paralyzed state while the day is starting up without him. It's this really profound feeling of being left behind. And that right there, that's the central perspective of the whole song. This isn't about jumping into the chaos. It's about watching it all from a distance, feeling completely detached from all the hustle and the noise. And here, the camera kind of pans out. It makes this really crucial shift. We go from the singer's own internal, personal feeling of being lost to him just observing this raw, public pain out on the street. And suddenly, the problem isn't just personal anymore. It's everywhere. So this brings us to the core tension in the song. The lyrics lay out a really clear problem and an equally clear solution. On one side, you've got this frantic, chaotic world where everyone's arguing. And on the other, you have this one simple act of quiet defiance, just sitting down to watch the river. And this is the philosophical anchor for the whole thing. The river, it becomes this amazing symbol of constancy, of resilience. It couldn't care less about our arguments or our anxieties. It just keeps on moving. And it offers this kind of profound, natural perspective on everything. Okay, so we've got the poetry, the vibe of the song, but believe it or not, that single webpage also gives us some cold, hard data. So let's switch gears and see what kind of story the numbers have to tell. It's just one tiny line of text, right? Copyright 1971. But wow, that little detail, it does so much work. It grounds all of those timeless feelings of chaos and discontent in a very specific, very turbulent moment in history, the early 1970s. Now, this timeline, which we can build right from the page's data, reveals something kind of surprising. The song is written in 71, but he doesn't play it live for 7 whole years. So what happened in that gap? The page doesn't tell us, but it kind of suggests the song was just waiting for its moment. It's a testament to its staying power, that it would eventually be played decades and decades later. And then you see this number 772, and that is a lot. It proves this is not some deep-cut B-side track that only hardcore fans know about. No way. Despite that slow start, this song became a genuine staple, a reliable and recurring part of his live shows for decades. So we have the feeling and we have the numbers. But what about the bigger picture? Where does this one song fit into the absolutely massive official body of Bob Dylan's work? Well, the webpage gives us some huge clues about its official status. And that's a really important question for any artist with such a vast catalog, right? Is this a minor work, or is it actually considered essential? Let's see what the page tells us. And boom, here's our answer. It's on a greatest hits album. That is a major stamp of approval. And it's also published in the definitive official book of his lyrics. So the takeaway is pretty clear. The artist, his label, they all consider this song a key part of his legacy. All right, let's step back for a second and pull all of these threads together. We've got the lyrics, the data, the context. What does it all tell us about why this one particular song has lasted for over half a century? And what you see here is the song's whole life story, just laid out for us. It starts as a spark, this feeling about the state of the world. Then it gets that official stamp of importance. It proves its durability on stage over and over again. And now it just lives on a single digital page, holding all those layers of its history for anyone to find. And that's really what we're left with, isn't it? It's a song born from a very specific moment of social friction that offers a solution so simple and so universal. Just find a quiet place and get some perspective, that it feels just as necessary today as it must have back then. So, as we wrap this up, the song leaves us with one final question that kind of hangs in the air. In our own crazy world of noise and disagreement, what's your river? What's the thing that helps you find that quiet bank of sand and just watch it all flow by?